Hello, everyone. Welcome back to syracuse.com's SOS Spotlight Athlete of the Week. This week, we're lucky to be joined by Baldwinsville field hockey player Julia Schultz, who started the season very strong, coming off a bad injury that cost her last year. But we'll start with this season, scoring 5 goals in a couple of tournament games total last weekend. Julia, thanks for joining us. Take us through the start of the season and how it was important to you to sort of get off to such a fast start after coming back from an injury.
It was really important because our team needs to have that momentum, that motivation to keep us going. And coming off to a great start like that, winning every game we have played so far, I think will help us to keep being motivated and keep being determined to play every game. And I think that will really help us win games.
Now we'll backtrack a little bit. You actually came up to the varsity as an 8th grader 2 years ago and contributed at the end of the season to the Bees' run to the sectional title. Now, as an 8th grader, maybe you don't expect that much and know what to expect. Do you remember what your thoughts were coming up, and were you surprised to contribute so quickly?
When I got moved up, I was very surprised and very happy because I felt that I could contribute with the team and help them win. And so when I got moved up a little bit, like a couple games before sectionals. And during the sectional game, we all just contributed together. We made great passes. And I think we just played really great together, and that helped us win sectionals.
There were no nerves at all being the 8th grader on such a strong team?
There were a little bit nervous, but I feel like that all the varsity people really welcomed me on the team, and that really helped my confidence. And my nervousness kind of stayed low and just play my heart out. So
now, then unfortunately, a bad injury cost you last year. Tell us what the injury was and what caused it.
So I tore my ACL and both meniscus in September, right before the upcoming season last year. And I actually did it because I was actually practicing field hockey for the upcoming season because I was really excited how we ended off last year, and I really wanted to keep that success going. So I was really pushing myself hard, and I think that's kind of what tweaked my leg a little bit. And yeah, my leg just moved the wrong way, and yeah, I tore my ACL. So
now that's unfortunate, though a lot of athletes like yourself and others do come back, but it's a very long process. Do you remember the lowest point of your recovery? Did you ever wonder, am I going to come back as good as I was?
Yep, I actually had a lot of doubts during that time. I think it was during the first 4 months. The first 4 months were the slowest because you can't really do much during that time. But during those months, I was like, am I ever going to be the person I was before? Is my leg going to cooperate the way I want it to? Is it going to fail on me again? Am I going to tear it again? Or is it going to stay strong and healthy? So there were a lot of doubts during, recovering process, but thankfully I pushed through and kept positive.
Was there a point where you said, yeah, I got this, I'm back? Or did you have to actually step out on the field again if you know for sure that you were going to be as good as you were?
I think during the end of the process, I was really confident on how my knee was cooperating. Thank you to my PT coach because he pushed me really hard during my rehab. But when I stepped out on the field and I felt the way my knee was moving, I felt even more confident because, I just felt strong built. It felt like, we started from scratch, and it's just as new. So it feels really good.
Can you take us to the emotions of returning to full practice, or maybe that the first few minutes of the game last weekend when you're back? Are you just thinking about doing X's and O's, or you think, boy, I really came a long way here?
Yeah, nowadays, every time I step out in the field, I'm just so grateful that I can run again because I went from sitting in a chair from surgery to being able to run on the field, and it just made me feel somewhat grateful. And yeah, it was really just a special moment because I remember just sitting on the sidelines watching my teammates play, and it really upsetted me because I just really wanted to go out there. I was really anxious to, play, but I had to be patient and wait, and my time has come, and I'm ready to see what comes this year.
That's interesting because you are only a sophomore, and this will be your first full season because as an 8th grader, you came in late and you missed last year. Do you have, now that you're back and hopefully feeling as good as ever, do you have expectations, personal goals, team goals for this 2021 fall season?
Yeah, so I think a personal goal for me right now is to just keep my knee healthy right now. But as a team goal, I believe that since our team is working so well together right now, I feel that our team is very strong because everyone has a specific skill. And when you put all those skills together, it's like we just become an unstoppable team. So it just comes from great coaching and great people on the team. And I believe with those skills, we can make a run of state.
How will you judge the success of your season, your personal season, or is it already a success because you've returned and you're playing again? How do you measure your own personal success?
I measure my success by, making good passes and giving other people opportunities. And if they can finish it, I feel good about that. And I also feel good when, we just all work together. And if my teammates give me a pass, I try to finish the play as much as I can just to help out the team.
Great. Well, that's a great story, Julia. Congratulations on your return and good luck with your comeback the rest of the season and 2 years after this. So we'll be keeping an eye on you.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Join us next week when we'll have another syracuse.com SOS Spotlight Athlete of the Week. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you next week.